So, with this review, I'd like to go over these books. And it's a series to show you these books. I'm going to do a review on them. Type book, Kagaku Fujiki Naze. So, it's just kind of like wonders of science, like, explained, pretty much. And these are my favorite kinds of books. So, these books, if I can. Let's see. Right here. So, with these books, I have the whole series, and I'll try to find the ISBN numbers for all of them so that you can look them up, and you can look them up on the English Amazon. You can also look up on Japanese Amazon and copy the ISBN and put it in the English one so that you can order them. But you can also order books off the Japanese Amazon pretty easily. The other items like shoes or clothes are kind of harder to do because they only send to Japanese addresses. So that does make it kind of hard. But here's the series. So Kagaku and the Ichi, Ni, San, Yon, Go, Roku. So I've already completed the Ichi Nensei. Almost done with the Ni Nensei. I just have the last chapter to do. And let me grab my notebook. These books are really great. They have really good colored photos in the very beginning of the book. They're not all colored, unfortunately. But originally, I was just going to write the kanji right next to the word in kana. And you can see there's a lot of kanji that isn't taught until, not taught in first grade. So these are kanji that are not taught in first grade. Otherwise, they'd be there. So it's very lacking. It's very full of, there's a lot of kana in these books. So this is a really good illustration. My notebook. Okay, so this is my notebook. I did the definition of Kagaku and of Rika. So I had the definition of both. They kind of are very similar. So this is the first one. I go through every page and I write it out in depth with extra notes. I don't write English in this book. If I forget the word, then I will re-look it up until I have it memorized. So, the first book, or the first chapter, not the first chapter, the first story, I guess. Tori ga sora o toberu no wa naze. So it's kind of like, why can birds fly in the sky? Kind of, And then it goes into pretty good detail. They have really great illustrations. And then they just kind of have like an extra note at the end. And then this one's Kingyo wa mizu no naka de kurushiku nai no. So I have that one over here. This is going to be all jumbled. But so this is the Ichi Nensei. I'm going to get you a good close-up. So you can pause if you want to read some of these. Give you a good example. They give you a lot of information. Unchi wa doushite kusai no? So, kusai means stinky. Unchi is poop. So, it's asking why does poop smell? So, it just goes into all, like, scientific words. Like, it goes into shocho, like, small intestine. And then I have that in here in kanji. So, I rewrite every story. Every single story is rewritten in my notebook, all in kanji. So, naze umeboshi wa suppai no. Oh, so why are plums sour? Oh, yeah. And then it goes in the process of how they make dried fruits. Umeboshi is one of them because it's dried. All the water is squeezed out. And makes it more tart. And like, this is just the Ichinensei one, mind. So, I am almost done with this Ninensei one. Each one, I mean, like, it's nice because I learn words, but I also might learn more science information, actually. So it's kind of funny. So this one, karasu wa yoru doko e iku no? So it's just saying, during the evening or night, where do crows go? So it has all the information. It talks about during the night that they go to the mori, to the forest. I'll have to read this one. And then, like, it shows you these words pop up. These words pop up a lot in this story. So osu means like male creature, male, and mesu, you'll see it a lot as female. So you'll see those a lot. So that, like I said, that's just the Ichinensei I went through. Ninensei. This is the one I'm almost done with. And of course, at the beginning, they have really nice, vibrant, colored pictures, which are really great. I love the beginning part. And so, talks about, that looks really weird. What is this one? Oh, yeah, here's a, if you wanted to see that. So, oshiko wa 5 リットル unchi wa 50 kilogram. So it's just saying, what is this? Oh, how much how much do elephants? Anyway, there's rakuda camel no kobu no, so carry, naka ni wa nani ga haite iru no, so like what do they carry inside? I think they're talking about I think koba is hump. I can't remember the kanji for it. I have to go look it up in my notebook. A little bit of a book of each book, and I don't know if I've said yet, but I have not read all of the series. I've only read just about through the second book. So I've read the first one and I'm on the last chapter of the second one. So I haven't read these yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be just like the other ones. So I don't like to do reviews before I've actually read the books. But I've already kind of looked through this one a little bit, and it pretty much looks the same as all the other ones. Obviously, the information they give you is a lot longer in the 3rd grade one, and there's a lot more kanji, which I'm really excited about. And so these are really, really good if you are very interested. If you're interested in science at all, I love science to study with, because I'm actually reading about things I'm interested in, and I'm learning words that are common words also, because I mean, you know, they're just hanabis, there's fireworks. So yeah, so it's always good that when you're studying a language to find a topic that you're interested in. Maybe it's history or geography, science, and kind of look for books if you're studying a language and topics that you're interested in. So yeah, I really can't wait to start reading, especially the 4th grade. I don't have as many 4th and 5th and 6th grade books. So, ooh, kitty. I need to get a book about cats. I love cats too. So, these are really good if you're interested in science. And like I said, I'll put the ISBN number in. So, give you a lot of practice. Give you a little quiz in the 4th grade one. And I'll show you in a moment how I type the words. Wow. I can't wait to get in the 4th grade one. And this book is based towards 4th graders. So, any English 4th grade books would probably have about the same content. So that's what's really nice, is that it starts out small. Even though there's not very many kanji, you can go through and do what I did, and rewrite it in a notebook like this with the kanji. So you're actually getting twice the practice, because I type everything out to find the kanji, and I may have to look it up to make sure that the kanji is correct, because sometimes you'll get different kanji with the same reading, so you have to make sure they're correct. And then after I get it all typed out, and then I start writing it. And then if I don't know how to pronounce it yet, I'll write furigana above the words I don't know how to pronounce, so that when I go back and read these, I didn't date this one, but I started dating them December. I was trying to see how many I was doing a day. So let's see. You can date them however you want. So this is the first one I dated. Happa wa doshite midori iro nano. So they just kind of have, and sometimes I'll put the kanji. Hotaru. Oh, that must be firefly. Hotaru wa naze hikaru no. So it just kind of gives you explanation for, things kids ask. So they're pretty easy to understand. Some of them are longer than others. Ari wa naze amai mono ni atsumaru no. So why do ants collect sweet things, I guess. So, yeah. Here's a good question. Doshite sora wa aoi no? Why is the sky blue? See, kids always ask. Yeah, I would suggest not writing any English in notebooks when you do translations, because it's too much of a handicap. You can always look up the word again, and if you still don't remember it, look it up again and again until you have it memorized. Sorry, it's kind of hard to hold. So it's pretty much the same thing. It looks like, obviously there's more, it goes more in depth than in the other the other grades, which is great. And there's more kanji. I'm really excited about that. More kanji. Right at the beginning, it'll tell you chapters, kind of like they're sectioned off, and then they have, I don't know if they have 10 in each one, but they always have 5, it looks like. So 1, 2, mokuji, 3, 4, somewhere in there, 5, yeah, 5, and they give you a lot of content. It might even be 200 pages about each book. And look, about 180, maybe 181 or so. But they're about the same in each book. 5. And each section is categorized by like living things, body parts. I think one of them was like machines. So let's see how many pages. Okay, they're all roughly about 170. Yeah, there's no CDs. No audio with these. They're just books. You're going to usually spend about $4, $3.99 on shipping for just about every single book. So always take that in consideration before you buy it, because it may say like they don't combine shipping. There's no combined shipping with these books. So you can buy them all and you'll still have to pay $4 for each one. And usually they'll still come individually. So, oh, sorry. This is my favorite anime, and I only buy manga in Japanese, by the way, because it's really good practice. And I'll have to show you because I'm translating these too, and that's where it stopped. But I own a lot of anime, mostly for the practice. I don't usually use subtitles. Sometimes I will, and then I'll watch it again, or I'll watch it first without subtitles. And I bought these really cheap. I'm always looking for things like this. You know, I'm not really interested in these anime at all. I'm only using them for study. Even though usually the images are kind of rough, usually the audio is really good. And these come free actually. These come free with a lot of my DVDs I purchased. But my favorite so far is Ansatsu Kyoshitsu, and I have the live action as well. Oh, I love this live action. It's great, but the series is good. I use anime to study, so this is my little collection. I love anime because they're not really limited the way other series are. Anime is definitely not limited to anything. So it's interesting because each one's completely different from one another, different stories, and it's fun to try to figure out what exactly is going on without subtitles. So why is there day and night? Maybe. So they give you the question and they give you guesses, ah, e, or oo, and then they give you the answer, and then they give you the explanation. So it's really nice. So I've downloaded the text for Japanese, and I have it in English. I can switch back and forth. Sometimes I have to go here and make sure it's on hiragana because it'll automatically come up with this one. So it still writes in English, but yeah, make sure it's on hiragana. And then, so, first word, chikyu. So it means earth, chikyu. So you just type it out as you would in English. C-H-I, chi, K-Y-U, U. Chikyu. Push spacebar, and they'll give you the kanji. So it's really handy when you don't know, or when you don't want to look up every single word in Denchi Jisho online. If you push space again, you'll actually see more options for chikyu. So you see it in katakana, hiragana, and then chikyu. This one must mean like, I'm not sure, a long time. I'll have to look that one up. Chikyu, this is the one I want. Chi, ground, and Q means sphere. So the word, the kanji, means earth. I'm not sure what that one is, so enter on that one. So go back to my book. So chikyu ga boru no yoni. So I just do what I just did. Chikyu ga is a particle. Chikyu ga boru. So write it in hiragana. Push space to get katakana. Enter to take away that underscore so it won't alter it anymore. No yoni. And I usually just leave yo, which kind of means like method. Yo. If you want to look at the translation for a word, or like the kanji I mean for a word, you can highlight it, push space, and then you can see all the kanji that are pronounced yo. And it'll have a lot. And you can see that's why sometimes it's really confusing. And you can easily put the wrong kanji in there. And we'll leave it in hiragana. I believe it's usually written in hiragana. Okay. Ni, so, maru, marui, circle, koto wa. Usually it's left in kana, but I always write it in kanji. Shi de imasu ne. So, there it is all typed in. So, I'm going to do the next line. What's really cool also is that they have main vocabulary in quote marks. I don't know what they're called. They have main vocabulary in these science books, which are really cool. G10. So, let me space out of that. Let me see how many kanji come up with G10. Look, G10. And you do 2 N's to pull up the hiragana N. Push space. So that's what came up, and that does not look right because you can see here G is this kanji. Like the G and Jibun. So I'm going to push space again. It's going to give me the whole list. And okay, so I do see it in this one. I don't see it anywhere else. So, oh, up here. Here it is probably. So there's 2 of them. G10, G10. They're both pronounced as G10. All of these are. So I'm going to hit this one first. If I'm not sure which one it is, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be this one, you just here it goes. G10. So the G10 means rotation, usually on an axis, turning, spin. And what's really cool about Denji Jisho is sometimes they'll give you an audio, and it'll be oh, here's one. Oh, can't hear it. Jitensha, which means bicycle.
Jitensha.
So it's really good because it's not the auto voice, the robot voice. So
Jitensha.
that's pretty cool. So they don't have one for this, but that's okay. And you can go to kanji details, and you can actually break down each kanji. Oneself and revolve, turn around, change. So oneself, revolve means what was it? Revolution? Oh, rotation. Oneself. And then I also have, what is it called? Dikai-chan. Dikai-chan. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. I had it for a while. And I can actually just look it up like that. But, yeah, that's how I do it. And I do it for every single page. And once I'm done typing every page out, I go through and I write it. So I actually do it twice. So I type it and then I write it. Type it. This is not normally how Japanese books are written. I should probably mention. You're not going to see spaces. The only reason there's spaces is because it is a elementary school book. And because there is so much kana in elementary school books, it would be impossible to read if there was no spaces. Because I don't know if you've ever tried to read with just kana. It's hard to tell where one word starts, one word ends. It's really impossible. It's like cryptid. It's really impossible. So that's the only reason why there's spaces in these books. I thought I should mention. You see the spaces between the words? They won't be there in other books and older books. And I have quite a few novels. Kidding. This one. But you'll be able to see in novels. Oh man. And I have more novels over here. In novels, they don't have spaces. No spaces, very, very little furigana. So I haven't been able to read through a novel yet. There's a Okami Kotomo no Ame to Yuki. They have a little more furigana, but as you can see, there is no spaces between words. It's just a line. Without spaces, you have to have the kanji to determine where the next word starts. Finding Nemo, I actually found that novel. And I've started translating that one, Yotsuba. And I have a lot of kids' magazines. Those are really good to study with. And these are completed drill books. So, I don't know. But yeah, highly recommend any Naze Doshite or Fujiki books. These ones are really good by ISBN number. But this is the Sanensei book of the science books I was looking at. So it does have here Fujiki Naze Kagaku no Hanashi Sanensei. So it says Leighton Kyoju professor. So I guess Leighton is his name. Leighton Kyoju to Fujiki Naze Kagaku no Hanashi Sanensei. So this is the book I was talking about. I was trying to see if I could find reviews, and here they are. Unfortunately, I can't read them very well. Let's see. So the Ichinensei one is a 5-star, and Gonensei's got the 4-star. So it'll be kind of hard to look up reviews because there is no reviews in the English ones that I've seen. So interesting topics, 50. So it must be 50 coal. So it must be 50 topics. I guess it's true. There's like 5 of them per chapter, and there's 5 chapters. Otonamo. What's this? Oh, so it was interesting to him, and I guess he's an adult. Kanji. Furigana. Okay, so yeah, here he's talking about how there's furigana with the kanji, and what's this word? Hiragana. Choto hard to read? Lower grade. So it's harder to read for children, is what he's saying. I guess that's probably why he gave it a 4-star. I don't know what this means. So lower grade of primary school. So he's saying it's harder to read for children. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the reviews they have. They have this one. It's a 5-star. I'm more interested in the ones that are not 5. But I don't see any more reviews. There's no more reviews, so. Oh, and this one's in English. Huh. So, oh yeah, Leighton is his name. Other than puzzles, this little science manual teaches facts about animals, human body, nature, for young children mainly, though you could even still be surprised by some of the facts as an adult. For learning Japanese vocabulary, it's really easy to understand and quite helpful to develop your knowledge. Recommend it to the fans, but also to anyone who'd like their children to understand how nature and life works. How nature and life work in a cute, funny, and smart way. Loved it. Definitely buy the other books. So, there's that review. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.